I never thought love would start with something as simple as a lost book. But I guess love never asks for permission. It just happens. I was only 12, shy, quiet, and pretty much invisible to everyone. My favorite place was under the old tree at the edge of the schoolyard, where I'd escape into stories, reading all by myself. The other kids would be running around, shouting and playing, but I was content in my own world. One day, a sudden gust of wind caught the pages of my book, and before I could react, it tumbled out of my hands and landed on the ground. That's when she appeared, a girl I'd seen around but never spoken to. She picked it up, and I shyly mumbled, that's mine. She smiled, a soft, gentle smile that reached her eyes. I know, she said. You're always here reading it. It must be your favorite. Her smile wasn't loud, but in that quiet moment, it spoke louder than any words I'd ever heard. From that day on, my solitary world had a new addition. We started walking home together after school. We'd share snacks, trade stories about our day, and sometimes just walk in comfortable silence, sharing a pair of headphones. We didn't call it love, of course. We were just kids. We just called it being together. As seasons changed, from sunny afternoons eating ice cream to chilly autumn days laughing at silly jokes, she became my best friend. Then came the school art day. I was busy trying to draw something, feeling a little lost, when she came over and handed me a small, perfectly folded paper heart. I carefully opened it and found a tiny note tucked inside. It said, "You're my favorite story." I could feel my cheeks get warm, and I quickly hid my smile, but my heart was doing somersaults. That little paper heart became my most treasured possession. But time has a way of changing everything. The school bell rang one last time, and suddenly we were teenagers. High school was different. We were in different classes, made new friends, and slowly our paths started to split. We'd still wave in the hallways, but the long walks and shared secrets became less frequent. I started to wonder if the connection we had was just a childhood thing, something that only lasted in the stories I loved to read. One afternoon, I found her crying behind the school. My heart sank. She told me her parents were moving far away. "I guess this is goodbye," she whispered, her voice choked with tears. I just stood there, completely silent, as my own tears started to fall. Love is a strange thing. When it's right there beside you, you think you have all the time in the world, so you don't say anything. But when it's about to leave, you suddenly want to say everything at once. My hand instinctively went to my pocket and pulled out the old warm paper heart she'd given me years ago. I held it out to her. "You said I was your favorite story," I said, my voice barely a whisper. "Can we not end it yet?" She looked at the paper heart, then at me, and a small smile broke through her tears. "Then promise me," she said. "We'll write the rest when we meet again." The day she left was heart-wrenching. I stood on the platform as the train doors closed. Through the window, she held up the paper heart and waved. That was the day I realized something beautiful. Love doesn't always start with a grand gesture or a dramatic kiss. Sometimes, it starts with something much quieter. It starts with someone simply noticing you're there. Years passed. I went through college, started a career, but I never forgot that promise. One afternoon, I was walking through a bookstore, browsing the shelves just like old times. Then, I heard a familiar voice behind me. "Looking for your next favorite story?" I turned around, my heart stopping for a second. It was her. Older, but with the exact same smile that had captured my heart all those years ago. And just like that, standing there in a quiet bookstore, we picked up a new book together. We continued writing the pages we promised to finish. And that is how I first fell in love. Thank you for listening to my story. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe for more.